3, 2, 1, let's start. Wow, he's sleepy, folks. But welcome back to a new episode of Geeks and Degenerates. Today we are talking about a movie we unfortunately missed last year, and it was one of the most interesting and more subtle movies of last year, I would say.
Yeah, it's very odd because we started our YouTube channel like early last year and we missed this movie.
Yeah. There's a couple of stinkers that we missed, but we might cover them this month. Because why not? That's fun content to always do.
Okay, I guess.
Like a certain ninja character that we were hoping was good, but the results say otherwise. But that's neither here or there.
Like talking about Snake Eyes. Okay. Gotcha.
But yeah, as you've seen in the thumbnail, we are doing The Green Knight, starring Dev Patel, in this Arthurian tale. Very unusual Arthurian tale. This is not, the average boy pulls. Yeah. Boy pulls sword out of the stone and becomes the king of kings. There's a different tale.
Yeah, and little did I know before, like I checked, the guy who was the bad guy in Mission Impossible was actually King Arthur. I was like, oh shit, that was him.
Yeah.
Like the entire time they didn't even mention his name. I was like, I thought he was just a regular king. Okay.
Yeah, and then, once they fight the Green Knight, he gives him the sword to end all swords. I assume that's what it is.
Fight. Yeah, sure, fight.
Sure. But yeah, this is an interesting take on Arthurian legend, and again, the fact that Dev Patel is cast in this, that's interesting. It's nice to see that he's not doing so many blockbusters because he learned this lesson from The Last Airbender. He's like, you know what? I'm going to indies for a bit. It's like, okay, we get you.
Oh yeah. There's a one indie movie that he was in where, like, he kidnaps a bride in I forgot what it was. I'll look it up. We'll put it right here. Yeah, it's pretty good. I remember watching it a long time ago.
The only movie aside from Airbender I really know him from is Slumdog Millionaire and Lion. That's about it.
Oh, Lion, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that one is good.
Yeah, but you see, this is not, the young, strong Arthur that we know, nor is this the usual Knights of the Round Table. They're all seasoned vets. They're we're kind of tired of war.
I mean, even when the Green Knight came, he was like, "Oh, I would do it, but my body can't take it." I was like, "Yeah, I kind of get you, man."
Yeah, man. I only got when someone more fit enough or young enough to.
Bold and brash.
Yeah.
Enough. Yeah.
And like I said, Arthur gives him the Sword of Swords, Excalibur. I assume that's Excalibur, because what other sword would Arthur have?
Unless he keep that somewhere. He has a dummy sword, and just in case.
Yeah. And then he keeps Excalibur in somewhere nice and brings it out for special occasions. But like
cutting off the Green Knight's head.
Sure. And then the Green Knight just kneels in front of Gawain, and he's like, "Alright, take your best shot." And he's like, "You sure?"
Wait, what? I don't know. I think that was this movie leaves you up to interpretations, right? So I feel like this entire movie was just a test for Gawain. Because I didn't get it at first. Because the mom summoned the Green Knight, right?
Yeah.
So would she put her son on this journey just to die? I'm like, I don't think this is it. This is not good writing.
Why?
There's something more to this.
Mom, why? What did I ever do to you?
Right. So I don't know. The more I think about it, it's there are lessons here.
Yeah.
I am not completely sure about them. It's just just me interpreting the movie, but yeah.
There's some videos on YouTube that are I can't believe they put Dev Patel in a role of a Knight of the Round Table. I'm like, it's fantasy, just let it go.
There's a green man. There's a green man.
There's a walking Groot. What more do you want?
There's giants, for fuck's sake, and a talking fox. And your problem is his skin color.
Like, how dare you cast him? Like, bro, the fucking tree talks. He's fucking Groot and the guy from Lord of the Rings. What more do you want? If you can suspend, if you can suspend your disbelief with that, you can definitely suspend your disbelief with Dev Patel. So just leave the man alone. He's doing a great job here.
Actually, yeah. Like, I'm surprised that Patel didn't have a Oscar nomination or anything like that.
I think this came out too early out in the year for that. There's just like a rule where it's like your movie has to release at this point, so it can release in a limited number of theaters and then open to the public later on.
Oh, but I do love the effects for the Green Knight though.
Yeah.
Like every time he moves, it sounds like a tree falling.
Did you recognize the voice?
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did. I don't. Fuck, his name escapes me all the time, but he's the guy from the Vivitch.
Yeah, he's the dad. If folks want to know.
Yeah.
His voice. First, I thought it was Andy Serkis. I was like, that's definitely Andy Serkis. Then just
That's not Andy
IMDb.
Serkis.
Well, it kind of sounds like a younger version of him, almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an interesting quest, as you pointed out. That you must go on and seek me out a year later, and I shall hit you the way you hit me. I'm like, but you beheaded him. So, okay, I guess.
I think Godwin should have just like read the rules one more time,
Right.
and then he was like, okay, cut, and that's it. Well, then again, it is an axe. So,
Yeah. Before we go on, we should say this is not like a blockbuster S movie. There's no like. Big action
hell no.
scene. No.
No. There's no fucking Braveheart gigantic war scene. Well, there was. Not really. It's off screen.
Yeah.
But like, there's no gigantic like fight scene or
There's not
one
Lord of
on
the
one.
Rings.
No. There's no Helm's Deep kind of deal, you know. It is a slow burn kind of movie.
Yeah.
There's, I don't think there was a single sword fight in this movie.
It's all cerebral, almost.
Exactly. It's very trippy.
Yeah. It's also visually stunning. Sometimes I'm like, holy fuck, that looks amazing. Which is why I don't know why this and the Suicide Squad lost to Black Widow in terms of visual effects. Because I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? How did you not see Starro or the Titans being summoned by Eren? What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Wait. Attack on Titan was like nominated? What?
No, I mean the giants walking.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you getting at, right? Not gonna lie, that did look like. Shit, you didn't read the manga. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay. Spoilers for one of the things we will cover throughout the year, because it's fun.
Yeah, y'all know what the rumbling is, right? To our audience. Hey.
Yeah.
So, look like that.
But yeah, like, he just sets off on his own. You're like, alright, this is like a Witcher-esque quest to his own death, but sure, I'll buy it. And then he stumbles upon this kind of Ezra Miller looking guy. I don't know
the scavenger guy? Yeah. I hated to be honest, I hated that character. I was like, ugh. He's very enthusiastic and I hate it. So, yeah.
And then he gets robbed by them, and like he has to cut the rope. But at first he likes looking around in the environment, and then when you pan back to him, he's all skeleton. I'm like, I guess the quest is over. Shit, what now?
Well, shit, we got like an hour and 30. What are we gonna do now?
Cuts himself free, and he's like kind of more armorless and weaponless. But he finds a fox that guides him, where it's like, oh, at least I have this fucking thing. Cool.
Oh yeah, no, but then they find themselves in that like, fuck, what was the name of that? The headless girl.
Oh yeah. They found
Winifred.
Winifred's
yeah,
house.
Yeah.
Like, hey, it's Carly from Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah, she is. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bitch was scary. I was like, what are you doing in my bed? I'm like, it's like, oh fuck, okay.
I love the scene. Was like, if I retrieve your head, do I get gold or reward stick? Why would you ask that? Oh.
I don't know. He was like, what would I get in return? He was like, why would you ask that? And I think that was a time when I was like, oh shit, this entire quest is a test.
Yeah.
No, because like that alone was like that like snapped me and like, oh shit, he wasn't supposed to ask for anything in return.
Mm.
So you're supposed to be knightly. You're just supposed to do it, just because you're honorable and you're supposed to just get it and just give it to her. Yeah, I mean, I do love this story, man. I love this entire story, and I went back to the scavenger kid. He only gave him 1 coin
Mm-hmm.
instead of being generous and giving him
A
what he
lot.
needs. Yeah, because he lost his brothers, and even the Dev Patel's character Gawain, they even like mourn the two brothers that he lost in the battlefield. I was like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
this guy's not that knightly.
No. And he's just everything's just like, we're like, all right, I guess you're failing
Wait.
epically. Good job. Because everything we ever said.
I know, but like, I mean, it went over my head first time watching it because I was like, oh, I mean, he seems like a good character. Seems like a nice guy. I forgot to be chivalry. I forgot chivalry.
It's like like in Assassin's Creed, the 100% synchronization. Just fuck up one thing, you're like, oh, you're 80%. I'm like, fuck, fine.
Damn, I
I guess
forgot
I
to give
am.
this one poor kid money.
I guess I am running towards my target, sword in hand. Why not? But the Valley of the Giant scene is just, again, visually stunning. You're like, this is incredible. How the fuck does this not win anything? I will never know.
Right? That shit's scary too, but I love it. Like, I was fully immersed into the fucking movie when I saw that scene, and I wanted to know more. Like, I saw photos of the actual Green Knight, like not real, of course. But I mean, like in the books, he's kind of like this large green swamp thing with an
Hmm.
axe. Here, he's just this guy with armor and he has a tree face.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um. But yeah, the giants. I'm like, what the fuck are you supposed to be? I should do more research on Arthurian legend because I'm like, are you just part
are
of
you just
England's
giants?
lore? Is Gawain supposed to fling himself to the back of your necks and kill you? It's gonna happen.
You gotta love the fox because you like Gollum's like, "Can I ride on your shoulder?" And Fox is like, "No, no, 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 no. This is Journey. Fuck off." And fuck. What else happened in this movie? Oh wait, the thing is, I'm trying to. I have a theory that might have been an hallucination.
The Valley of the Giants.
Yeah. Remember, he took like these mushrooms and he started tripping out. Like he started seeing his like prostitute girlfriend, and
Hmm.
then he saw the Green Knight, and then he saw stars. And
Ooh, interesting thought.
yeah, so wouldn't that be him like just tripping?
Probably.
I mean, it's a cool scene though.
And then eventually he lands in the company of Joel Edgerton and Alicia Vikander.
I was, dude, when he got to like that place, I was like, something's off.
Mm.
Something's very off. Like, wait a minute. I don't know. The entire time I had my suspicions. I was like, y'all too nice. I don't like it. And you say he's near. I don't know. Last time he asked for directions from like somebody from his journey, they
Yeah,
robbed him. So I was like, maybe just go. You don't need their hospitality. Just go. Their house is
Just
nice.
run.
Just go. Yeah.
Uh, but yeah,
Is that one Mr. Bean episode? I don't know if you remember that.
The Adventures of Mr. Bean with Uncle Owen and Lara Croft.
Lara Croft. Yeah.
Uh, the scene when she's like, "You're no knight," and you realize you failed another test.
And the man had chisholm on his hand. I'm
Yeah,
like,
like, here's a picture. No, we'll get demonetized.
no, I mean, I don't think so.
No,
It's shampoo.
no, but if I show a picture, we'll get demonetized.
I'm not-
I'm kidding. No, I'd rather not push it.
Well, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know if jism counts. I'm using that word because of the lighthouse.
Sure. And And then he runs out because he freaks out. It's like, I failed every test, haven't I?
Oh yeah, when she says you're no knight.
Yeah.
Fuck, what else happened?
When he's like, I found your friend, I'm like, hey, oh, poor fox. Did he just
Oh yeah, and then it started moving. I was like, oh thank God. No, but like, we're not gonna question the whole like, this lady discovering photographs. like, she just had like this whole upside down photo of Gawain and shit.
But that's right. It's like,
Yeah, it's a photograph.
I thought this was. What century is this?
Well, it's just the Dark Ages, so I'm guessing it's like witchcraft.
Sure.
I don't know.
I mean, going back to Attack on Titan, you never know what century they're in. You're like, sure, I buy you're living in 14th century, but you have machines that fling you to the back of Titan necks, even though that could technically advance your civilization too. But I don't know where we're stuck in this century, but who cares at this point?
But I don't know. I like this entire scene where I was very uneasy. Like, sure, it's very comforting that like he finally has a bed to stay in for the like his entire journey. He just slept in like dirt,
Yeah.
and now he has a bed. I'm like, something's off. Something's very off. I don't like it. And when the king, was it the Lord? Sorry, not the king. The Lord, told him that I will go on a hunt, and whatever I get, I'll bring it back to you. I'll bring the best, but you have to give me something in return. Whatever you get from this house. I was like, what does he get? What does he get? And I forgot he has the book and the sash, the jizz sash. And I'm like, and he didn't give it to him. And I was like, oh, another test he failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, again, it's a whole test from his mom. This is just like the worst Asian mom.
And then as he's about to approach the Green Knight, the Fox is like, hey, don't go. You're gonna meet your doom there. He's like,
Yeah.
I must. And then he loses and swings the axe at the poor Fox. I'm like, why? Poor thing. He's wanted to help you.
Ah, yeah, but he didn't ask for stuff, blah, 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 and goes on his journey, whatever.
Sure, it's the usual. But I didn't ask
Yeah,
for
but
it.
I do very weird, like very weird encounter, like with the fox just suddenly speaking. I'm like,
Right. Like,
Jesus Christ,
when the fuck could you talk? Oh, alright.
you could have done this whole time. I was lonely. Jesus Christ. Again, cinematic for this sequence was like very
Yeah,
beautiful.
and the color too.
It was, dude, it was fucking yellow. I was like, shit, this is like Ghost of Tsushima.
Right.
But in, medieval times.
And then he just has to wait for the Green Knight to wake up. He's like, alright, I'm here.
It's
Waiting.
like Christmas. Oh, sorry.
Can I have some more? Some
No.
more beheadings?
But, yeah, then he just has to accept his fate. And
Yeah.
this is the point where the story I was, like, very confused when I first watched it. Because I had to rewatch it. And I was like, is this the movie? Is this it? He just dies? We just watch. Is it more of like the journey than the destination kind of movie?
No,
Thankfully, it's not that. Well, you have to leave it up to your interpretation,
Yeah.
kind of deal.
I do like the fact that
Very
he's
open-ended.
very obviously hesitant. Where he's like, wait, I need a second.
Oh, he
before
backs out like 3 times. Holy shit!
And the Green Knight's just like, oh, fuck.
Hurry up, you pussy. Well, I mean, he does bolt it, and then he runs back. He goes back. He doesn't tell anybody what happened.
Yeah.
He becomes a
Surprise.
knight, becomes the
Ah.
king.
Surprised I was like, didn't you hit him in the head? How come you're still alive?
I killed him again. Honorable, right? Yeah.
Look, he's 100 years old. I put him out of his misery. It's like, oh, okay.
I don't think he's 100. I think probably like way older, but alright.
Sure.
But yeah, we go through this entire like arc of seeing him fall as a person. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he becomes the king, but his love interest, he steals her baby and just pays her like minimum wage, I guess. I don't know what it was in the Dark Ages. Watch his son die in war, and then slowly watches his kingdom fall, and that's his destiny is as a king. Like this, I'm like they showed it in the start of the movie where he is king, but his head lights on fire.
Yeah.
Pretty much foreshadows that he's not a good king,
Yeah.
or he will fall. That's his entire journey. He will fall as a king, kind of deal.
Like kind of a more less bloody version of Macbeth, where it's not like he didn't take it by force, but like he didn't prove himself worthy of the throne, the honor, and the honor gained to rule this kingdom. Like it all falls to shit because he's like too cowardly to face his own destiny.
Yeah, and well, this movie pulled the Twilight on us, and just like, oh, just kidding. That was just the future. What could have happened if if you just ran away, kind of deal. So what's the plan now? So he just takes off the sash that protects him, and then
Yeah.
he accepts his fate.
Yeah, and the guy's like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you."
Oh yeah,
Right.
like, was this a good job, my brave knight? And that was the first time somebody called him a knight, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, no. Sure, the scavenger boy called him a knight, but somebody of like higher stature was like finally accepts him as a knight
Yeah.
because this is one of the tests that he actually passed. Like the man, the man got a 20 out of 100. I will give him that 20, 20 out of 100% on his test.
I like how the knight's like, "Good job, good knight." Ha!
And he didn't. They
Well,
didn't show him like cutting
Yeah,
his
but
head
you
off.
know, his
He
fate
says,
anyway.
yeah. But for me, like with him saying "off with your head," like that's it.
Hmm.
You saw what you're destined. You're destined to fail if you ran away, but you did it, and you showed that you're honorable. And now you could go back, do what you
Oh.
do the opposite of what you did. I think that's what I interpreted. I hit my mic.
Oh, I thought the
Like,
knight just killed him right then and there. Just like, I still have a score, bitch.
I mean, you could interpret it like that. Like, he could have
Yeah.
just ended it right there. His story ends right there. Or he goes back home, does the complete opposite of what he saw in his future, and rules like a good kingdom.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I like movies like this. Like it's all up to interpretation. Like the Vivitch and the Lighthouse, where like it's kind of in the same league.
Yeah. God, this movie's so pretty though,
Yeah.
compared to those other movies. I mean, they're pretty into. If
And
you find them pretty, you find it pretty. But I find this movie prettier.
speaking of medieval times, this is the only medieval movie of last year that I can watch again. Because the other
Oh yeah,
one,
I would let's watch this again.
because the other one is like, no, I'm good.
You know what this reminds me of, and I think I've heard somebody say this before, and no, I have not seen any reviews for this movie, but I think I've heard this from somebody. But this does feel like Blade Runner for medieval times
Cool.
kind of deal. Like it's more visual, it immerses you into the world. Not much fight scenes, not much shootouts, or like sword fights. It's just storytelling, and it is the journey, and then you just interpret the ending. Like, what's his, what's the main character's ending, kind of deal.
Yeah, it's almost like those games. What like say, forgot the name of the game. It's very pretty, but like came out for PS3, and you're just like floating.
Oh, Journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Journey.
Yeah, like it's more of the journey and how you interpret it. That's what matters, rather than big Michael Bay like action scenes.
Oh yeah. I'm happy I watched this movie, and I'm happy that we actually did a review on this one, because this movie deserves so much love.
Yeah,
Like I see on IMDb it's like 6, sometimes 7. I mean, 7's fine,
yeah,
but like I feel like it deserves a little bit more.
yeah. Ultimately, what would you rate this movie?
I'm gonna give this movie an 8.5. Like, Visually, it's amazing. Storytelling is very like subtle. Like again, they don't tell you you're in the Arthurian universe. They don't tell you that Arthur is standing right here.
They don't even mention Merlin, even though the
Merlin
guy.
was yeah, Merlin's right there too. I'm like, fuck. Okay. No, they don't tell you anything. They don't hold your hand. Well, that's also the downfall of this movie, in my opinion, where you're kind of if you don't know anything about the legend of King Arthur,
You know,
you're kind of you're kind of lost when you
I also
come
feel
into
like expect like, you hear the name the Green Knight, like, ooh, it's full of action. Must be an action-filled adventure, like the last King Arthur movie, because that had action too. But like when you go into this with those expectations, you're like, I'm bored of my mind.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the downside. That's why I'm giving an 8.5. It is still a good score. It is a good movie. It's an amazing movie. I really suggest people should watch this. But just know that this is a slow burn movie, and it is not. There's no action in here. It is visually, the visuals are amazing. I think you're just there for the visuals. It's like Death Stranding. There we go.
Mm.
You're there for the walk, not for the fights. You know, you're there for the story majority of the time. But yeah, it's an 8.5 for me.
Yeah, I'll also give this an 8. It's like, as you said, visually, it's like Blade Runner, like all the best visuals you've ever seen on movies and on video games or like in TV. Like this is Blade Runner, this is Red Dead 2, Journey.
I wouldn't say Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 had a lot of action. I would say Journey, Flower. You know,
Yeah. I forgot the name of the underwater one, but that too.
Like Sub something. I forgot.
Definitely
what
not
it's called.
Subnautica, because that's like
Nah,
scary.
no.
Yeah. But yeah, subtle storytelling, and like you've seen my interpretation of the ending and his interpretation of the ending, and like you can go back and rewatch this again and again if you're into the slow burns, and you just have to methodically take this in, and it's not a rush, but holy hell, it's a good movie, and I don't mind watching it again. It's a shame again that this didn't at least win for best visual effects and went to Black Widow of all the movies. Like if it went to the Suicide Squad, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Suicide Squad definitely earns it.
I don't know what's up with the Academy and like Windows 98 graphics. I guess they like it.
Or fuck, if even Zack Snyder's Justice League 1 effects, like, there we go, that makes sense too. Like for me, those three movies, Suicide Squad, The Green Knight, and Zack Snyder's Justice League, those have amazing visuals, and they should have been contended for best visual effects. Black Widow is just like the golden dragon of Marvel movies, Then
What do you mean Golden Dragon?
the golden dragon in The Witcher season 1, like
Gotcha. Was that an award?
no. But yeah, that's all the time we have for The Green Knight. What do you guys think of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? We'll try to pick up more movies that we missed throughout this month. But
I know.
again,
Throughout last year.
yeah, throughout last year, within this month, because as we said before, theaters were knocked down, so we couldn't really go out and watch all of the movies last year.
Well, sadly, theaters were supposed to open this month, but some little fucker just had to party. But okay, if y'all know, you know.
Kind of has the same name as Gwen, but different ending too. God damn it! Anyway, thanks for watching our videos. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/geeksanddegenerates. We also have a Discord community. Individually, you can find me at Instagram at Yandoffice1995. Yes, Instagram section, folks. Also Twitter at Yandoffice1995. How about you, John Wayne?
You can find me at JohnGeom. It is my art account on Instagram.
Hey, he does really good art, folks. Please check him out. Also, as always, please check out our homies at Stirp. And please continue to stay safe, especially during these times. Still wear masks, still get vaccinated if you can, and please still social distance. Hopefully, by this time next year, we're in better condition. That's all I can say. But, until then, we'll see you. Why can't I ever do the ending right? We'll see you in the next one. Shut up, you alone. Bye.